Hey there, this is Lore, and this video will show you the secret system I use to track all my finances on Notion and how you can do it too with this stunning Notion template. So let's dive in. Let's kick things off with my absolute favorite part, which is the money buckets section. These money buckets help you stash away money for the things you want to do in the future, while also keeping enough for the things you need right now. Inside each money bucket, you will find a helpful note with examples on how to use it. And every time you add an income transaction, this template will automatically allocate a percentage to each category. That means you can be prepared for rainy days, unexpected expenses, or even the holiday season without any stress. Managing your finances has never been easier or more fun. You can customize your money buckets and decide how much to allocate to each category. But now let me show you how the magic of this allocation process looks like. Say hello to the money flow section. This is where you can add all your expenses and income transactions. So first, let's take a closer look at the income transactions table. And here, using the allocated transactions view, we can click on add new one and then start filling all the details about it, like the date of the transaction, what and how much was it, from what type of income stream is this coming from, and where did you receive the actual money. This can be on a specific bank account or even your cash wallet. And check this out. The amount you just entered has been automatically divided and sent to all of your money buckets. So how amazing is that? Now, what happens when I receive money that I don't want to divide between all my categories? Well, I go to the direct deposits view and add the transaction there. It's super easy. You just fill in the date, what it was, how much it was, the income stream, and then select the money bucket I want for this transaction. And I add here that I received the money in cash, for example. Easy peasy. Okay, so you can use both of these views, allocated transactions and direct deposits, to add any new income transactions. Both of them have a handy date filter to show you only the transactions made on this day. So you won't have 3,000 transactions staring you in the face every time you open this section. You can also choose to play with this filter and see them by week, month, or year. So it's all up to you. Next up, let's take a look at how the expenses table works. Just like the income sections, this one also has a date filter that shows you today's transactions. But of course, if you want, you can modify it too. Adding a new transaction to the expenses table is a risk. Simply fill in what was it, how much was it, from which money bucket you want to take it, what did you use to pay it, and what type of billing model it was. The last option is super helpful for tracking other recurring expenses, such as Netflix subscriptions, for example. Here you can select monthly or yearly subscriptions. And I have Notion installed on my phone, so whenever I buy something, I can quickly register it in the app. Now, let me show you all the different views you can use. Here, for example, you can easily track your expenses by billing model, which is super helpful in identifying subscriptions and memberships you may not be using and should consider canceling. You can even filter this view to see expenses from a specific month or year. And here you can see all your expenses by month, so you can track how much you have spent each month through the year. And in this final view, you can see all of your transactions in one place. Another cool thing that you can do here is find out how much you are spending on a specific place or thing, for example, Starbucks. So you just write it down here in the search bar and it will show you all the expenses you registered from there. If you want, you can also link your template to the best chart generator for Notion that I have found, so you can display a beautiful chart like this. I have made a specific video showing you how to do that, so I will link it in the description box if you want to check it out. The next useful feature of this template is the payment methods section, which is linked to all of your expenses and income transactions. This helps you to closely track your credit card balance, and there is also a place to fill in the due date and closing date details to help you remember when to pay them. To register a new payment to your credit card, simply click on Add New, then enter the date of the payment, how much it was, then select Deposit as the transaction type, and you can leave the last line blank. And now the payment will be reflected in your credit card balance here and here. Also, with this section, you can keep track on how much money you actually have in your bank account and in your cash wallet, all in one place, which is super convenient. And within each section, you can view the transactions made using that specific form of payment. Also, when I withdraw money from an ATM, this is what I do. I first record the transaction in my debit card as a cash withdrawal. I then indicate how much money was withdrawn, classify it as an expense, and once that's done, I go to the cash page, add a new line with the date, the description, and classify it as a deposit, and indicate how much money was added. This will automatically update my available balance for this payment option. The next section is the income tracker, and here you can spot all the money makers in your life. Personally, this part motivates me to grow my existing income streams, and it can also help you to get inspired to create new ones. According to entrepreneur.com, 65% of millionaires have 3 streams of income, 45% of millionaires have 4 sources of income, and 29% have 5 or more income streams. So let's aim for that. This section is also linked to all of your income transactions, so whenever you add a new one like this, the amount of money will be automatically displayed in the income stream page that you choose. And here we have the wish list section, and I love it because it can help you spend your money more intentionally and keep your priorities at the top of your mind. So, what do you want your money to do for you? Here you can add all the things you want to buy and categorize them by money bucket. Inside each item, you can also add a link of where to buy it, which money bucket this purchase belongs to, how much it costs, and why you want it. You can also add more pictures and make it look extra cute and motivating. And when you open one of these money buckets over here, you will see the wish list for that category and view all the expenses and income transactions related to that money bucket. And I almost forgot to show you this one. This bucket over here is different from all the other ones. This is just a fun money challenge you can try with a real-life empty jar and your pocket money. And here you simply check off the days after you set aside the amount of money for that day. The balance will be calculated automatically over here, showing you how much you have saved so far. And at the end of 100 days, you will have saved $1,100 to spend on whatever you want. And that's all. If you want to learn how to add beautiful charts to this or any other Notion template, check out my other video here. It's the perfect follow-up to this tutorial, so go watch it now and I will see you there. Bye bye!